Let's talk about the TikTok girl Mimi, who died on the 18th of July 2022 under a very mysterious circumstance. Though it was said she fell sick and was somewhat taking treatments at home, looking as though she was going to recover, only for her to be rushed to the hospital by her boyfriend and then eventually dying in the hospital after failing to respond to treatments. When the news of her death began to circulate, some of her friends started claiming that it was her boyfriend who used her for money rituals. And this is the part of her story that sounds very mysterious. Mimi's friends began to speak out. Most of them were of the opinion that it was her boyfriend, a young man whose name we don't know, who used Mimi for money rituals. The claim was that the friends got a tip-off from only God knows who that Mimi's boyfriend was going to use her for money rituals before 12 midnight on the 18th of July 2022. So the claim is suggesting that the friends were trying to reach Mimi, trying to call her parents, trying to beat the clock to save her from being used for the money rituals. But they couldn't beat the clock to save her. And that is because she was living with her boyfriend at the time. And they pointed out the fact that nobody knew who the boyfriend was, suggesting that Mimi was hiding the boyfriend's identity from her friends. They said she was keeping the relationship a secret because, she was afraid of anyone coming between them. So, due to the fact that her friends did not know where her boyfriend lived, they could not save her according to the claim. They could not save her from the boyfriend using her for money rituals. So, when she died on the 18th, they pretty much assumed that it was the boyfriend who had successfully used her for the money rituals. Then there was a claim that her family went to the hospital but they could not find the boyfriend there. So I don't know what that suggests, but they are trying to make it sound like the boy ran away after, doing what he had allegedly done with her. Although no words have been gotten from close relatives of hers, all we've been hearing is just from the friends and people who claim they know her. But this is my thoughts. The fact is, whether or not she was used for rituals, she was visibly sick for some days. It was something that everybody knew about. It's not as if she was murdered, stabbed, or cut into pieces, in the usual fashion we know money rituals to be. Maybe then it would have been a lot believable that he had used her for money rituals. Don't get me wrong, I understand that there are people who believe that you could actually use one for money rituals without having to cut them, or stab them, or cut their head. I don't know what they call it, whether it's soul money rituals where they take your soul or take your life, I don't know. But there is a general belief that people can be used for rituals without having them being caught or killed or stabbed. So I guess those suggesting she was used for money rituals are of that opinion. But then how can that be proven? How can we hold her boyfriend responsible for killing her under the claims of money rituals? Even if they find him today, what are they going to do? Are they going to lock him up? Would they take him to court for murder? I kind of doubt. And those are friends who claim they got a tip off, about the money ritual master plan. They kind of have to give us more. How did they know he was going to complete the mission at around 12 midnight? Who told them these things? I guess with more information we can get a clearer picture because this looks sort of fabricated, in my opinion. On a side note, I stumbled upon a TikTok comment conversation where a particular user suggested that she may have died from excess sugar in her blood. And then another user added that she was trying to gain weight, that she was drinking weight gain tea around the period and that may have contributed to her sickness. Whether or not those claims hold water, the point is she was visibly sick. She was dealing with the sickness and people knew of it. We may not know what the sickness was, but I'm hoping our family members will come out and speak out. Because so far we are only hearing from so-called friends and people who know her from TikTok. Was she really used for money rituals by her boyfriend? Or did she just die from the sickness she was dealing with? I guess we'll just have to wait to hear from a closer source. But till then guys, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. Stay following this page. Should there be any update, I'll be happy to let you know.